managing moderators. Okay. All right. I don't know why they love to give me a message right when I'm going live. They could always just email it. YouTube, email influencers, send us stuff. Stop sending us messages in the middle of being live. Thanks. Welcome to a Sunday moment with a moment of harmony. It is a beautiful Sunday today. We are coming up. We're in the smack dab in the middle of November for those that are live in real time. I'm certain that some of these moments get watched all over the place, but if you are here in real time, it is a beautiful, beautiful Sunday moment. I mean, the sun is booming, the sun is sunning. And so I'm excited about all the energy that it's going to give us today for our moment of harmony. So welcome, 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 Mommy Mercy. We are in a Sunday moment. We also, and look at us, 11:11 on the clock. Boop. We also are coming into a 11 o'clock moment, which we never do. But I had so much going on this morning, and I had to get all situated and back in the house and be back all. And I didn't want us to go to a Monday moment. We already did that last week. You know what I'm saying? So thank you all for your love, your patience, your commitment, and to being an extremely valued harmony, moment of harmony exchanger. We are in a manifestation series. I was about to put us back in my aunt series. We are in a manifestation series. We are manifesting more. We are going to the door of my 40th birthday. Is the last year of my 30s, last year of a lot of things for us all. And we are declaring more, better. And oh my gosh, you better be careful what you ask for. Are things shifting? When I tell you that things are just shifting and shifting and shifting, I know we've been doing our work. I know we've been collectively doing our work because I can see from how everything is unfolding, things are happening. So definitely thank you for being committed to yourself. Not only coming into a moment of harmony, showing love and light always, but being committed to yourself. In our manifestation episode today, we are going into an episode entitled Having Oversight to be Oversight. I'm so excited about that. Having oversight to be oversight. Just being over it. Being over what you see. You know, when people say what you see is what you believe, not for master manifestors. We believe in something different. We are not getting stuck right here in the right now solely, and we are making sure that our powers of creativity and magnetism are heightened and utilized appropriately. So super duper excited about that, right? Having oversight to be oversight. I'm over. I don't know about y'all, but I'm over it. I'm over what is in the 3D right now, in the present. I am ready to create more of what my heart truly deserves and desires. Hi, hi, hi. We are back. Hey, Mr. Carter. So yes, welcome. Welcome to a moment of harmony. Yes, we're coming in. We're sliding in home base. Thank you, thank you. Hi from Turkey. Okay, okay. Moment exchanges from internationally, all over the world. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the space for love, light, growth, development, and for you to have a moment. We all need a moment, y'all. I need a couple of them these days. But we are in a manifestation series. Hi, 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 and welcome. And we are super duper excited to get it moving today. Having oversight to be oversight. Now, we are again in our manifesting, because I kept saying that last time, manifestating. Why am I saying that? In our manifesting series, it's crazy when you're doing this work and you look back like, girl, what were you? Okay. We are manifesting more because we are at a place where we are not just moving towards New Year's resolutions. We are not just saying this didn't work for me this year. We're working in lifetimes. We're using our full divine ability to work in lifetimes, seasons, and levels of life. We are not at all working in a mirror 365. We are changing things for good. We are elevating ourselves to our supreme level of operation. And so we are here getting all the tools. We've been here most of the year, getting all of the tools, doing all of the great work. And child, by the time we get into that last week of the manifesting moments, I just already know. Y'all already have been telling me what you got going on, what's been happening, the changes and the shifts. It is just the beginning. When we look up from this series, when we truly utilize, shift our perspectives and our positions in our lives, when we look up and say, all that I've gained, all that I lost, and now look at who I am, we're going to be astonished. I'm astonished from day to day. I honestly am just like, girl, how'd you do that? And I know that that is coming for you. So definitely thank you for tuning into a Moment of Harmony. And welcome, welcome. We are going to do some more great work today. Okay. Having oversight to be oversight. Now, we know that in this manifestation series, I have been working again. I've used a great deal of my own personal cultural scholars. I've done a lot of work from other interviewers or interviews, articles, documentaries, all surrounding the laws of attraction and manifesting and creating and vibration with our optimal mind space and bringing in what you need. I've done so much research around it, and I've used majorly for the laws of attraction specifically. I've worked a great deal with The Secret documentaries, movies, books. I have this super cool calendar book that I'm also using, and I am loosely curating my moments around each of these laws of attraction. Today, we're going to get into the law of attraction of, I'm going to read it. I don't even want to surmise it before I read it, but pretty much, I'm giving a quick little, it is our plan, having your own plan interfere with the divine plan. I don't know if we're ready for that conversation, because what? But having the ability to create, having the ability to sustain, to magnetize, and to have build reality, but understanding when you're out of alignment with what is intended. Right? Okay. So let me read the excerpt for this week. Bear with me through this reading of the excerpt. And then we are going to get into the moment that is going to support what we are just reading. So, the first part. Listen to this, y'all. I don't know why. I swear from week to week, when I go into the book and I move to the next message of the week, I'm just sitting here like, playing with me. Playing with me. I don't want to do that this week. But we're doing it. So here we go. When it comes to love relationships, yes, y'all, that's what we're doing today. When it comes to love relationships, often people think they want a particular person. But if you think about it deeply, it is not really the particular person that they want. What they really want is to be blissfully happy with the perfect person. Child, are we ready? Yet still they try and tell the universe who the person is. If the universe isn't delivering, then the message from the universe is loud and clear. I just checked 20 years ahead, and the bliss and happiness you deserve will not happen in this relationship. Why is it that we think we know more than the one who can see everything? It's going to be a moment today, y'all. I'm not even ready for this moment today, but we're going to do it together. All right, so this is out of The Secret, Daily Teachings by Rhonda Byron. And that's what we're going to go ahead and go on with our movement. Having oversight to be oversight. Not having your plan interfere with the master plan. Child, how to tell the difference. We got to get into that today. So I need to kick back, take off my shoes, and relax. We got to kick back and get into this one because, wow. Okay. So the first part I want to get into when we are getting into talking about our plan. Because if we don't have a plan, how are we going to manifest? You know what I'm saying? We're getting into the point. You about to get your popcorn. Mr. Carter said he about to get his popcorn. But why? Why are we having to do this? But this is the divine assignment for today. We shall be in alignment. We shall do good work, even if it feels like it doesn't feel great, right? Even if you feel called out, okay? We're going to do good work. Now, here's the thing. Whew, child. Okay. When it comes to, again, having your plan, we are manifestors. We are creators of life, light. We are creators of reality, action, motion, momentum. These are things all come from the frequency of our mind and the powers of our alignment, meaning our love, our fears, our thoughts. Those high energy frequencies within us are what's pulling or pushing and creating a reality for us. What we are going to be getting in today is the things that we say that we want and that we need. Now, the book talks specifically romantically, and I'm not going to move too far away from that, but I also want to open it up because there are some people that are probably doing real good romantically, but they're wondering why the right job won't come along, or they're wondering why the pregnancy test won't come positive. They're wondering why They're asking for something diligently, wanting a specific thing. They want this little girl. They want this job at this specific company. They want this specific weight on the scale. They want this specific diagnosis. They got all these things they want. And they're saying, how come I'm manifesting this? I'm changing my perspective. I'm doing all that I can, and it is not happening. So there's a thing that the Christians like to say, and I know there's songs about it. There's a saying about let go and let God, right? And it seems like very, like, yes, hand my burdens over. What they say, the battle is not yours, these types of things. But what we're talking about on a more universal standpoint is release and receptivity. We're talking about release and receptivity. And child, how are we going to maintain power and control if we release and are receptive to what comes our way? It becomes so hard for us because I'm just going to scoot over this way, like, because this sun is sunning. I'm not mad at it because it's beautiful. Woke me up all nice and kissed me on the face this morning. But it's all up in my moment right now. But I don't mind sharing a moment with the sun. You know, I just got to make sure y'all can see clear. So if we are in a place of manifesting and we're trying to figure out, I must be in control of my thoughts. I must remain in control of my actions. I must be intentional about what I'm pulling in. How then does that look when it comes to releasing and receiving? How am I doing them both? The task, okay? This will be the task of manifestation. And we're going to get into some tools that I am sharing and not preaching, okay? How are we then doing them both? How am I then just opening my life, opening my spirit, being open to what comes my way? And one of the major things that we're going to do is change our language, like it says here in the excerpt. You're telling the universe who, instead of just relying on your what. This is what I need. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I deserve. This is what I'm ready for. We come in there with all the details, and the details have been handled. We just need to elevate to the vibration of receptivity. And there's a lot of times when we're focusing on the wrong thing and it becomes a distraction to what is coming your way, what is meant for you, what will be fulfilling to you. I don't know how many times you thought you wanted to do one thing and then you tried this one thing out and you're like, wow, I went to school for this. Everybody in my family does this, but I did this one thing on this vacation this weekend, and I swear that's really what I want to do is I want to move to Aruba and I want to sell surfboards. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it comes back down to just being open. I'm not bringing the details to my manifestation in as so much as I am being more in control of the vibration of the manifestation. Okay. I don't want to sound confusing, so we're going to get more into it. Let's go. First thing when it comes to us, comes to us divine and incredible human beings being human, and us deciding for ourselves what is best for us. I would like us first to break down human connection and how it works. Now, if we understand a little bit more of how this human connection thing works, we will understand why we sometimes subconsciously or intentionally, damagingly cut and paste someone into a future position, something into a future destination that doesn't really involve them. And then we end up being counterproductive, hustling backwards. Hi, boo. And then we end up being like, why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? I'm trying everything. I mean, we talked. We've gone to the therapist. I talked to my friends. He talked to his friends. We've done everything but let go and let God, right? We've done everything but release and receive answers and direction from a divine momentum. We done everything but that. Because sometimes when I'm trying to think of who it was, Destiny's Child. They said, when I ask, the answer always comes back being the same. And that happens to us so many times. You don't belong here. This isn't for you. This isn't yours. Learn and let go, right? This is learning when something, I have this saying about a lesson in a lab partner when it comes to romantic connections. You have some people that everyone that comes into your life is going to teach you first and foremost. Okay, every single thing, every single encounter and exchange is about growth and development. It's about becoming. The whole point is becoming your supreme level of being. That's it. We are reflections of the Creator. We came here to reach our highest level of operation. That means that we obtain peace, we obtain forgiveness, we obtain space. We understand the give and the exchange, the real purposes, what means the most. We stay away from drama, silliness. This is maturing. The whole point is to get there. So we get into this life, and the whole point is to level up in our beingness. Every single encounter you have is going to have you do that. Okay? There are some people that are only here because you having a little bit of a hard time understanding your value, speaking up for yourself, choosing outside of your trauma, breaking generational curses. Some people are coming in. Now, when we get into a lot of the light work, some people may call, we can get into the what is it? Your soul tribe. So that can include your friends and also whatever energy you have guiding around you. But also we can get into twin flames and soulmates and karmics, right? However you want to put it, whatever you subscribe to, some people, like they say, reason, season, and lifetime. Now, because of how we operate as human beings, we love to make a season a lifetime. Oh, we good at that. Even when it comes to work, even when it comes to hobbies, it comes to gifts, talents, focus, direction. We love to say, I started this, and so I'm going to finish this. And it ends up finishing you. And that's what this whole moment is today. We're talking about having oversight to be oversight. You got to be over what you're looking at. You have to be over with the picture that you've painted for yourself. Sometimes to come back to a bigger, brighter canvas, to come back to a more worthy, evolved direction. Because I can't tell you how many times I'm a big writer, and I started writing. I have tons of poetry, like composition notebooks from middle school and high school. And when I look back at them, oh my gosh, sometimes I laugh like, girl, you are really in your feelings about a lot of things that you're laughing at today. Or there's been times when I've had to go back and edit work in order to produce the work today from just 2 or 3 years ago. And I might have to change some names. I'm not even with that person no more. Or I don't believe the same things that I once believed, whether it's religiously or operationally, theoretically. I just like, oh girl, you don't even think like that no more. We allow ourselves to evolve in our personal actions, meaning I used to like this cereal, I don't. I used to like to go to this place, I don't like going there anymore. I used to love to hang. There was a time when being up all night was the thing, and now it's like naps are precious. You know what I'm saying? We allow ourselves almost every opportunity to evolve in the everyday operations of life, everywhere except for in our manifestations. Why are you still trying to bring in what doesn't work for you? Why are you still trying to pull in what is not yours? Why are you still trying to pull in what is less than the vision set forth for yourself? And I'm going to tell us why, because we're not just, listen, we're not gluttons for punishment. We don't just like to suffer. We don't just sit up in here choosing to suffer. It is the way that we are set up for human connection. We're going to understand that a little bit more. And then we're going to get into how to reverse that in order to bring in more of what we actually deserve. Go and let the name go, right? Let the title go. Let the, what is it, the document, the credential, right? Let it go. Want to be successful, don't put the PhD on it. Want to be successful, don't put the number on it per se. Now, I'm not going to say numbers don't help. But I have had times when I've been manifesting, I want this much money to start this thing, to do this thing, and the money comes like trickling. You know what I'm saying? It comes like, oh, $1,000. Oh, $10,000. Oh, I asked for this big old number, and it comes in these waves, and I can miss it because I'm focused on the money and not the power of the pull. And we're doing the same thing when it comes to our relationships romantically. Whoo, child, we focused. We focused on the wrong thing, and we keep on pulling in the wrong thing, and we keep on losing sleep over the wrong thing. We're going to do better. We're doing better. We're doing better here today. Don't worry about it. So here's the thing. When it comes to the power of human connection, now, I love human connection. I love connecting with people. I love touching people. I love talking and speaking with people. I love the energy I get from positive and incredible beings because it's contagious. It's being around people who want to grow, who want to collaborate, who have ideas, who see a future, that want change, that want, that want to create dynamics that don't exist. Ooh, I get excited just thinking about it. Put me there. Who are these people? Right? If we plug into each other in such a divine way. There is a reason that we came into this life with billions of others. It is because we need each other. I mean, pick up off the floor with a spatula by someone that loves and cares for you. Being poured into when you feel depleted by someone that sees you. Being seen, being heard, being validated. These are all the powers of the human experience. This is why we have children and we want to be great parents, because we create the next leaders of the world with our love, with our presence, with our connection. It's important. It is important. Human connection comes about for survival reasons. I'm talking about just our natural connectedness. We must connect with others for survival reasons and developmental reasons. Without human connection, and I have seen and witnessed people who have been in isolation, and you start to see retarded processes, you start to see regression, you start to see lack of emotional skills. There's been tons of studies for only children. I don't have no problem with only children. I love you. But when we talk, I love everyone. But when we talk about like a Michael Jacksons of the world, and trust me, listen, I know what I said, but we're talking about people that seemingly are advanced. We're talking a lot about people who are coming up after a number of other human beings, right? Who are having much exposure to life before they even get to experience life, who are coming up under many mindsets, many thought frames. That is because human connection literally grows us, heals us, and helps us thrive. It is necessary. Okay, Fantasia, it's necessary. I love it. I'll never speak against it. Except for in this next part, right? And still I'm not speaking against it. Human connection is, there is a massive divine power to human connection. I will never, ever, ever. The way that just like every good thing, oxygen, H2O, right? Oxygen is a beautiful thing. Keeps us alive. Without it, we die. But anybody ever had too much air blowing into your face and you can't breathe, right? Too much of what was intended to keep you alive, or what you were I'm not gonna say too much, what was intended to keep you alive, having a unnatural operation to it, can kill you. Okay? Water. need it, made up of it, 70% need water. But go on and get you into a middle of too much water. Get you into a state of water where it's not drinking or bathing or cooling, and you could drown. So the divine abilities of human connection work that way. Having human connection that is intended to help us survive, help us develop, and having it be an unhealthy version has the adverse effect. There are reversal effects to the powers of human connection. Just like the air I'm breathing that's keeping me alive, and go and put a fan in my face and let me stick my head out of a window on the highway. No bueno, right? This is how unhealthy connections work for us. They begin to not have us survive, right? They begin to not help us develop. We begin to regress. So we can think about, let me see, when we think about these reversal effects, we can think about, I guess, like more primal times. We can think about more primal times. The ability to trust somebody could save your life. Let's say you're in the wilderness, you're out in the wilds, or something is happening. You need to find food, you need to find shelter, you need to. Having someone that can help you can save your life. Someone comes along and say, "Hey, I have shelter, I have fire, I have water. Come with me. I'm going to carry you. You hurt? I'm going to carry you. We're going to." Now your life just got saved, right? Or also the ability to not trust can save your life. So having some shady character come along and say, "Come with me. I'm gonna carry you. I have shelter. I have fire. I have water," and your ability to say, "No, too good to be true. You got a little bit of crazy look in your eye, and I think you're gonna try to eat me." Something to that nature. That also is survival. Got it? Then development. Being able to watch someone that you see as an example, someone live the life that you want. I love the way they speak. I love the way that they behave. I love the way they bounce back. I learned so much from this person's positive example. We learn almost the same amount from the very drunken stupor of an uncle that messes up his whole life and destroys all his relationships. We, in a lot of ways, look and say, "Yeah, no, I'm not going to be like that." Development. So I want us to be able to see our human connection in such a duality, right? We have this power of human connection. We absolutely will not survive without each other. But it is what type of other are we surviving with? What type of other are we learning and growing with? Who are we learning and growing from? Okay? Now, having that reversal effect in place gets a little gray. This is where the excerpt comes in, okay? It gets a little gray when we bring in trauma bonds. We talked about this in the last moment. When we bring in trauma bonds, we bring in, what is it? Soul ties. We bring in karmic situations, generational curses. Listen, when the junk comes in, so it starts off in a lot of ways like, I am asking for someone to come into my life. We all do that, right? If someone is in your life, you ask them to come in your life. Trust me. On one way or another. A shout out to the doc, soul cries out, right? Your soul speaks out into the universe about what you need. And sometimes what we need is a reflection. Child, I know I don't want to see that sometimes. And I don't always mean a reflection as if you are a bad person or something is wrong with you that you need to be seen, but a reflection of things you think you've healed that you haven't. A reflection of things you think you have control over, but you don't. A reflection of lessons you think you've learned, but you have not completely learned. And sometimes it's saying, before I get to the level of my life where these types of mistakes will cost me big, I need to go ahead and weed out some of these lessons now. Now, us being humans, right? We want every situation to be the forever situation. I want this to be my forever house, my forever job, my forever salary, my forever mate. I want every situation to be the situation. This is the whole point of having oversight, to be oversight. I want every situation to be the situation. Because we do that, we will begin to ignore all the signs that are clearly letting us know lesson, reflection, season for a period of time. There's a song by India.Arie where I love where she says, I have no idea how long he'll be here. A forever, or a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And that is how we're supposed to go into all things in this beautiful life. If this beautiful life is full of possibilities, why do we stop all the possibilities at the very next mark in the very next level of your life? Again, I talk about my boys playing video games a lot and all of the things that they do. I see them have to go from level to level to level to level. What if they mastered a level and they were like, hey, I want all this stuff. I'm not even moving forward anymore because I like this level. And there's so many more levels of yourself to be. We love to shortchange our levels, our growth, our development. Give things their due. When I'm getting ready to leave, I remember when I used to live in apartments a long time ago, right? Girlfriend got a little bit age on her now. But when I used to live in apartments, I would leave spaces. I don't care if it was, no more getting on a bus, no more getting, but I would leave them. I learned through my work and my study, leave things in grace. Give things their gratitude. Thank you for covering me in this space. I don't care if it was mediocre. I don't care if it was not. No, it wasn't a forever space, but it was what I needed space. If we can be grateful for the chapter and acknowledge the chapter, guess what, y'all? We can close the chapter. I know it seems like a small thing, but I never do it anymore, right? I never leave a chapter without closing. I don't want it to know. I do not want at all to confuse the universe and give a conflictual frequency that I don't know that that's the end. That I am not grateful for what it was, and that I am not ready for more. Every single thing we do is communication. Nonverbal communication, verbal communication to the universe. So always being in a space where I say, look, if this life is full of possibilities for me, I will have all. Oh, okay, yes. I will have all. Hey, boo, thank you. I will have all that is available for me. I will have all. If this life is full of possibilities, I will have all that is available for me. Now, that's a scary thought because that means you might move 3 more times. That means you might have two more loves to go. We start to get into the 40s. I'm almost 40. We don't want to keep hearing that. But here's the thing. What Dr. Phil used to say, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? So do you want to declare when you've reached your highest level of being, or would you like to be crowned by life that you have arrived at your highest level of operation? Because you can keep stunting yourself and say that this is good enough. It's good enough because I'm tired. It's good enough because I've tried. It's good enough because I've invested. It's good enough because I put my time, because I told everybody, because I don't want to look stupid or foolish, or this is just going to be good enough. Because this stops me from having to grow. This stops me from having to let go. This stops me from having to try harder. This stops me from having to start over. But this that you are saying is good enough for you, it's not the greatest plan in store. It's the best thing you have in front of you, but it is not the best things you have waiting for you. You have to have the oversight to be oversight. I can't sit here and just be listening to things and subscribing. I cannot just sit here and just watch what you say and watch what you do and just be like, this is it. You make me feel warm and fuzzy. Here's the thing about evolving. I have many levels of myself to become. That's what I want us to understand about this power of human connection. You have so many levels of yourself to become. There will be many people to come along because we need people. And I'm not talking about in transaction or usury. I'm talking about divine alignment. There will be people to come along for every level of your beingness. And some are there. I have coworkers I have never seen again after I lost jobs, but they were fundamental to me at the work for those couple of years that I worked in that place. Come in, talk to them, help me survive some days I didn't want to be there, gave me good ideas, helped me towards my life. Your season, your reason. Let them be what they are so that you can be what you were destined to be. We don't like to do that too much. We don't want to let a lesson be a lesson. We don't want to let a reflection be a reflection. We don't want to let a course be a course. Right? You had to sit in this class and learn this lesson. Let them be. Let them be your friend. We're better like that. Let them be an acquaintance, a business partner. We work really well like that. But what I cannot do, oh, it's easier said than done. But what I cannot do is let you keep me from the highest actualizations of myself because I am tired of becoming. That's really what we're saying when we marry and subscribe and anchor ourselves to versions of ourselves that aren't the highest. I know, bring it back. When we are anchoring ourselves to versions of ourselves that are not the highest versions, maybe better versions, but are not the highest version of self, we we give this we give the message out to the universe that I am tired of evolving. I am tired of evolving. I don't want to grow anymore. I don't want another lesson. I don't know that I can survive. We say that all the time. I can't survive another heartbreak. I can't do this. I don't know what else I have. I don't think I have it in me. Our plan. Our plan. Master plan. Our plan. I don't know that I could trust anybody again. I don't know that I could give. I don't know that I want to be our plan. Universe is saying the master plan, though. The divine plan, though, says that you master trust, that you master forgiveness, that you master discernment through this situation, that you master through what you're going through right now, that you're saying, I don't know what else I have to give. Universe is saying you've barely scratched the surface on who you are and what you're capable of. But we so bad want to be, I'm tired of evolving. Don't say that. Your evolution at the what's possible in your evolution is almost unfathomable to the human mind. This is why we talk about human connection. This is why it's as above, so below. I don't just be in the flesh. You have to be over what you're seeing. You have to be over what you're feeling right now. You have to be open to divine possibilities of what is truly capable for me. Thank you for the lesson. Thank you because I knew I wasn't trusting myself. I knew you weren't this type of person. I know you weren't that type of friend. Oh, I backtracked on myself, and let me tell you what I've gained. A lot of times we just get depleted by what we've lost. Let me tell you what I've gained. Next time, when I say this person doesn't feel right to me, I don't think this is an actual homegirl. I think this is envy. I think this is transaction. I think this is usury. I think this is what is it called? Attachment. Codependency. See, when I thought that, I didn't act on it, and then the repercussions came throughout the actualization and the playing out of the lesson. We allow a lesson that taught us good things to stop us from growing. We rather stick to what we know, stick to what you see, stick to the destructive patterns of your family and the people and the environments around you. Instead of saying, how about what I've gathered out of this? What came out of this lesson? The lesson did what it was supposed to. Boo-boo. Lesson did what it was supposed to do. You so mad at the lesson that you're married to it. Give that lesson some grace. Give it some thanks. See it for what it is and be over what you're seeing. Now, when I move into a space and I see a friend and she got given a little frenemy vibes, I have no time for it. When the creator takes me big, I'll keep it small. I have mastered discernment. I don't worry about those things anymore. I have mastered, patience. I know what it looks like to sit still for something worth sitting still for. I have mastered forgiveness. I know now what's worthy of forgiveness and what, again, was a lesson that needed me to move forward. It is because of the lesson that I am able to go. Now I have to be able to know when to go from a lesson. You got it? It is because of the lesson I've grown. It's because of the lessons that I've become the next level. It was necessary. Stop being mad. It's necessary. Now that I know that the lesson is a great part of the growth, I now have to know how to grow from the lesson. That's the part, right? That's the part. There you go. That's the part. So now we have to be able to, how do I know that I'm growing from the lesson? How do I know I'm not just giving up on something that needs a little bit more time? Oh, me and my bestie, she's on the line. She's actually being very active today. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Me and the bestie used to have this question all the time, child. We were in the toxic relationships. But somebody who is not a reason or a season, this is a lifetime person. She and I would sit and say, how do we know when we should just endure? How do we know when we should just forgive? How do we know when it requires more hard work, more understanding, and when it's time for us to go? Here's the thing. We were seeking that in our 20s. In our 30s, we were asking those questions. And we kept, even when mamas would come to the community, elders would come around, we would ask. They've been married 30 and 40 years, and their husband cheated, had another baby, and all. And it's just like, how do you know? If he's like, how do you know that this is going to 30 years? How do you know when you're just a dang on fool? You are walking, a stepping mat, what do they call it? You know what I'm talking about, in front of the house. A front mat, whatever. Right? How do you know? Um, and then we kept wanting someone to give us an answer. We were always like, some wise married woman is going to come and give us this answer of how we know when he's the one we battle with. Or let me say, how do I know the difference? But doormat, you got it. Thank you. It's the Perry, Mr. Carter. Have mercy. A doormat. Keep it hidden to the left of you, especially the closer you get to 40. Okay. But we would say, how do you know if he's someone you battle with, you're just battling with, or someone worth battling for? How do you know if she's someone you're just battling with, or she's someone worth battling for? And we were waiting for this answer. We were waiting for somebody to make it clear for us. Here I am, months from 40, and it's clear. And it's not an answer that someone gave me. It is the answers that were birthed out of my lessons. Now I understand why no one could sit and tell me what that type of discernment would look like. Because you have to understand that we are built for connection, and we will connect in survival and in development. And we will continue to grow in those types of arenas, and we have to be able to trust a developmental process for when we've outgrown the lesson we came for. Now, because some people, like you say, they got that one person that's gonna evolve throughout everything. When they change, when I move, you move, just like that. When I know that I am becoming what my standards are, what my ideas are, what my thoughts are, and you can't get nowhere close to it, the moment I start to have to shrink the way I think, feel, and operate in order to match, the moment I have to silence myself, the moment I have to dumb down, whoo, child, it's only so much playing dumb you can do before you're actually dumb. You have to know what's happening to you. When me and the bestie were looking for it back in the day, we were like, how do we know he, though? How do we know he's worthy? How do we know this situation? What we're learning today, what we're going through today in this moment, it's not about the he and the him. It's about the what is, the she and the her, right? It's about what is happening to you. Are you having to be less? Are you having to be silent? Are you shrinking? Are you diminishing? Then when you came in and you felt so loved and so seen and googly eyed and butterflied, that was the place you needed to be at that time. Whatever reinforcement you needed, whatever springboard was necessary, whatever next level arrow direction you needed, you got it. But the moment, it did not grow you. It wasn't growing with you. It wasn't elevating you. It made you second guess. It slowed you down. It made you love yourself less. You learned it's time to graduate. And again, those lessons come in the individual lessons of your life. But we have to know when to learn the lesson or marry the lesson. And the thing that we do a lot when I say lessons and lab partners is because there's going to be some people that come just to teach you, just to show you a thing or two. Yourself really is the thing or two. And then there's some people who can get into the work. This is complementarship. Then there are people that will get in a lab with you. I'm growing. I want more. I see this type of future for myself. I see this type of future for my children. I'm looking and I'm gathering and I want to be a better person emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, economically, academically, all these areas. And there is the type of person that will get in the lab with you. We want better. Do we want better? Let's go. How can we create better? What is it that we can do to make our bond stronger? What is it that we can do to create more trust? I see the holes in you. You see the holes in me. I see the beauty in you. You see the beauty in me. We want to work a lesson or a lab partner, right? We have some things that are here to develop them. Let them do what they came to do. Let me see that there are things out here that exist that sometimes I've been in situations where I just realized the master of manifestation that I have, the mastery of it. I've been in a situation where I'm like, oh shucks, I wanted to experience this. I've been really looking for this. And it's enough to come in and confirm that you're on the right path. So, having the power, this divine power of human connection. Choking on nothing. Y'all know what that means. I feel it right here. A bunch of nothing. I haven't even eaten breakfast this morning. What am I choking on? This is interference, okay? But this is happening. So, when we have this incredible divine power of human connection, and we have this ability to come together and become better, to become validated, to become stronger, to become motivated, to pick up momentum, right? Growth, expansion, ideas, vision. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. That thing gets shook upside down, child, and we have no momentum. We have no vision. We have, we just, what? We depressed. We can't even, right? That's because that whole divine human connection is like that, okay? It's like that. It's supposed to be like that in order for it to work right. Here's the thing that we will do, though. When it comes to our divine capabilities of human connection, we, shout out to PLM, Bob Imhotep, creation became the creator became creation by being creation created. I don't know why I messed it up this time, right? But having divine abilities invested in you, being a reflection of source energy, having the ability to create, that's what we do. Beautiful homes and opportunities and visions and ideas and inventions. Like, we just create hairstyles and great days and make people feel better. And we are creatists, right? This is the thing we can do with that power in an unhealthy way, when it's connected to soul ties and trauma bonds and attachments, and codependency. What we can do as with the power of creation is we can create a coping mechanism instead of an actual reality. Coping mechanisms versus creating realities, because what we are self-preservation, right? We are We are beings of self-preservation. Mr. Carter, I am live. He likes to make me laugh, and I am live. Um, we are beings of self-preservation, right? That means that we are always going to create the reality that serves us. Mhm. As a being of self preservation, first, that's just my divine ability to stay alive, is that I have to seek ways to make me survive and deal and live in the life that I'm living. We will always create a reality that serves us. Please know that whatever you are doing, whatever season you are in, you are going to create a reality that you believe is serving you. Now, here's the tricky part. In creating a reality that serves you, it can go one or two ways. You cannot be doing your work. You cannot be purging your soul, your spirit. You cannot be cleaning and cleansing your body, mind, soul, and environment. And you can then just be creating a coping mechanism to serve you. This is how we get 600-pound life, right? Obesity and promiscuity, intoxication of drugs and alcohol, isolation. The Grinch. Is how you become the Grinch. Um, Materialism. You become married and addicted to material funds, like finances, things, right? That happens because somewhere along the line, you were in a reality that did not work for you, and you created something to serve you. This is how I want us to be able to change that. You can create a reality that serves you, or you can create a coping mechanism that serves you. The universe is here, source energy, here to serve you. A lot of people have been saying lately that the universe is your sugar daddy. I love that, right? Only thing about that is I don't think sugar daddies love you for who you are. Okay? They want something back. So, but I get what they're saying. I can think too deep, right? Um, but it's here to serve you. Keeping this in mind, if the universe is here to serve you, you must then be letting the universe know what it is you need. If something says, I'm here, if I got a genie in a bottle, child, I have to make the wish. I have to make the wish. Sometimes we're afraid to do the work. We're afraid to start over. We don't trust the capabilities of this life source for us. And so we hold on to what we have. All I do have is this little piece of man. All I do have is this little piece of a woman, of a relationship, this little crooked circle of friends. That's what I do have. I don't trust that if I open my hand enough to let this go, that what's coming for me isn't worse or nothing at all. So then, what I tell the universe to serve me when I come at it like this, I say, serve me sorta, kinda, what I want or what I need. I say that I'm worthy of abundance. But I put things in my body that shorten my breath, heighten my cholesterol, and slow my heart rate. But I say I want to thrive. I want to go on vacations. I want to surf, right? I want to kick my feet up. I want to live. I want beautiful skin. But I will sit here and smoke and drink this thing till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, because what I'm saying is that I don't quite believe that what I'm asking for, when I release what I don't need any longer. So we will create something that temporarily serves you. Be careful that you are not in creating a reality that serves you, because you're a creator. You're always creating. Trust me. There is no turning this thing off. There is no neutral for creation. You're either creating something that serves you or something that doesn't, right? Um, something that serves you or something that deserts you. One of them is in the act right now as we're speaking, as we're live. You are doing that with your mind, your spirit, your energy, and your actions. So you are at the point saying, I can create a reality where this person, this job, this life, my health, it all is optimal. That means I don't mind letting go of things that are not completely where I need them to be, because I am trusting that what I am needing is on its way, or I am on my way to it. So I release what is taking up space. I release what is not suitable for me. I release what is beneath the level of involvement that I currently am. I don't mind, and we all have been there, child. I'm not judging nobody. We've been there when we know I want more. I deserve better. But time, but energy, but fear. And these things, we've been in the place where we've been hurt by someone. Y'all, just insane, okay? Hurt by someone, devastatingly hurt. And the only person you can think about going to for comfort is the person that hurt you. I just want to be close to them. I just want to be held by them. I just want to be next to them. Because they are the only person that makes me feel. If that's not giving trauma bond, sometimes we don't even want to go and look at the lesson without giving ourselves some shame and some blame about a lesson we needed to go through. Stop blaming yourself, shaming yourself, the humiliation, all that's got to go. All that's got to go. I needed the lesson. I was supposed to be in the lesson. And now I need to stop and take a look at myself of why I can't see more. Why I can't see more than what is right in front of my face. The abuse is in my face, the neglect, the deception, it's right here. Whether it's your home, whether it's your job, whether it's your career, whether it's your relationship, if you're not being elevated and appreciated and you're not growing, then you see it. You see the disrespect. You see the favoritism. You see it. And because you can't see over it, you're accepting it. And because you're accepting it, it is your reality. And when you start to feel overwhelmed about your reality, this is when your creation level is beneath what you see. You begin to create, you begin to co-create, sub-create. I'll say that. When I don't feel like I can create more than this, work on self, love on self, nurture self, develop self. Come on, shut the world down and get into self, because you have the power to create above that. But when I don't feel like I can create over what is hurting me, when I don't think I can create over what is condemning me, criticizing me, holding me down, when I lose confidence in my creation, I won't stop creating, because I'm a creator. That's what I do, right? I won't stop creating. What I'll do is I'll just sub-create. So instead of going over into another level of self, I won't let this job go. I won't let this person go. I won't let this circle go. I won't let this area, this environment go. I'll keep going to this neighborhood or this club. I'll keep, because I can't really create over it. And because I can't not create, I'll just sub-create. This is where the coping mechanism comes in. This is when I create my little secret vices. This is when I have my little eating in the middle of the night that don't nobody know about. This is when I, get into my little addictions. This is when I go into my weird stuff. Because I need to create a reality that serves me. I'm saying we have the oversight to get over what we're looking at. I know I work here, but I'm bigger than this. I know this is what I've called in thus far, but I'm better than that. I know this is who I grew up with. I'm bigger than that, though. I want the oversight to be over oversight. When it comes to my manifesting abilities, I need to cultivate, create, and harness my ability to be more than what I see, to have more than what is present. It is my belief in what I am capable of, not what has been presented thus far. It's a lesson, a lesson, a lesson. The blessing is waiting for me. I'm not going to marry a lesson because I'm too afraid of what is required of me to get to the blessing. Here I am. You need me to try more, try more. Work out more, pray more, pray more, read more, read more. Whatever you need me to do to grow past, right? Have mercy. Whatever is needed. See, people don't see all the chats in the playback, and y'all don't know why people got me laughing and giggling. Y'all, when I love y'all so much, the chat is chatting. Whatever is required of me. Now, this becomes the scary part. We're going to get into it. Because that's the part that keep us away from the master plan. And we're going over our hour. So let me hurry it up. Hurry it up, right? Here's the thing. You're going to create. Be a master of what you create. Do not be a victim of what you create. That person, those people, that environment, it came in, had a reason. Learn, grow. You created it. It's okay. You created it. Your fear, your worries, your wonders, your thoughts, it's creating you. You're creating it. That's how that's happening. Horrible things come in when we were children. We didn't have choices, creating you. But what is it creating in you? That's the power that we have when we get older, right? I said that quickly, but I know that that was, sensitive, right? I'm not saying that anything happened to anybody that they deserve or brought upon themselves. I'm saying I get it, right? So here's the thing. When it comes to manifesting, when it comes to the fact that you are a creator, you are going to naturally connect with other people. You are a human being. That has to happen. And that we have to find healthy and divine ways to do that in order to have it work in our favor, work out for our good. When we are stuck in the present and we don't have a broad, balanced view of the entire picture, we will marry a mirage. A mirage is a figure or hallucination, if you will, of something that is not actually there due to being in some type of extreme environment, right? Being in some type of extreme environment under some type of desperation, you are not your best self, and so you begin to hallucinate and see things as though they were that are not. When you are not healthy, you are depleted. You are desperate. We will marry a mirage. It is sometimes better than having nothing, so we think. It's better than being lonely, so we think. It's better than, it gives us some type of joy because what I see is what I really want, but what I see is not what's really there. Excuse me. When we marry a mirage, we sabotage a manifestation. I'm asking for it, and instead of evolving towards it, instead of creating it, I'll just see it. I'll just see that this person is loving and patient and want no one but me. I'll just see that this is the perfect place for me to be. I'll just see that my children are respectful and growing well. I'll just see things because I'm not in a natural environment. I'm quite exhausted, quite desperate, quite void of things that I need, because mirages normally come when people are dehydrated. They start to hallucinate for reasons of health. So when we go without the components of need, this comes back to the self-care. For everyone that does not know that self-care is divine alignment. Self first is divine alignment. That's a harmony original, okay? Self first is divine alignment. For those people that do not understand how self-care is aligning with your manifestation or interfering with it, sit with me real quick. I know we're on our way out, but sit with me real quick. When you are not healthy and you are not well, and your body is reaching to make you well, Your body will create whatever is needed to keep you going. Thank you, body. Don't get mad at it. Don't get mad at it. Mind over matter, spirit above, spiritual being living a human experience. This is where it comes in. My mind is going to do what it's going to do. Physical reaction is real. Chemistry is real. Memory, muscle memory, real. History, nostalgia, memory lane, real. Not wrong, real. But they're real, but they do not control or define you. When they begin to control and define you, that's when you have stepped outside of reality in order to create a reality to serve you. It is false, it is temporary, and it is painful, and it will also keep you from the master manifestation waiting for you. I'm trying to think of the song, and I know I got my hitters on the line. They're going to get it. But what's the guy that sings, oh my gosh. He meets the girl in the market or out and about. I done made up a market, child. But he meets the girl out and about, and he's like, it looked good, and I wish I would go. I wish I could, it's bringing up, seeing you reminds me of all the times I used to be, right? I would do it again, but I can't, right? What he's talking about is this is real, right? I am flesh and blood. Being next to you, being close to you, yeah, I'm remembering the good times. One Woman Man, I know you had it, Dave Hollister. One Woman Man, I know he was on it. Listen, it's me and you, okay? But right? And so what he's saying is like, yeah, man, when I see you, I remember all the good times. When I see you the butterflies, the first date, the little kiss, the thing you used to do with your, you know what I'm saying? It's there. But now that I have evolved, that's what he's saying in the song. Now that I have evolved, I am a one-woman man. Now this can go to your job and your health routine, but it's saying that I do not have to marry the mirage because I am a victim to the lesson. I can learn and be grateful to the lesson and elevate towards the blessing. I would do it again, but I can't. But we do it. Because what does doing it again mean? Yes, I would do it again. I would go back to all the butterflies. I would go back to all the Gucci, 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 Gucci. I would go back to all that because it all felt so good. Guess what else you're going back to? Sleepless nights, lies, pain, lonely, going to get checked. You're going back to all the single man things, right? I have evolved past marrying the mirage. The only way you can do that is from a healthy state of being. It takes a healthy person to say, I'm not seeing what I think I'm seeing. Yes, I'm growing. Yes, I've been to myself for a long time. Yes, I've been dealing with what I'm dealing with. Yes, I'm growing through this thing, child. I'm on my face sometimes. I'm on my knees sometimes, hands held high. I am growing. And I want to be able to look at this thing and say, oh, it's here. But I know enough about temptation and regression and the power of the human connection to understand that I want to create what actually serves me. So when it comes to our manifestation, marrying the mirage sabotages your manifestation. It's because you're so busy wanting to cut and paste a need into a desire. I know we're over time. I'm trying to speed it up. You're trying to say, I need to be held. I need to be loved. I need connection. I need, we got needs. I'm a woman with needs. We want to put a need, copy and paste that joint right into a desire and call it happily ever after. And it screws you up every time. It keeps you from the manifestation. Don't get caught in a mirage because you're thirsty. Don't get caught in a mirage because you're tired. Do not marry a mirage. Know that the manifestation awaits you. I would, if you'd have caught me back in the day, I'd be back. If you'd have caught me back in the day, I'd give you another chance. I promise you, because the need. But my desire for myself outweighs the lesson that it came through. My desire for myself outweighs the lessons that it came through. I don't need to go back through the lesson. I got it. I understand it. I'm ready to go. Seeing you reminds me, but I became. That's what he says. But I became. So now, we're going to end this up now. When it comes to wanting more. Now, the excerpt speaks specifically around romance. Child, I don't want to even be around that area right now. But that's where we are. Specifically around romance. And if it fits in any other area of your life, go on, plug it in. Okay? But when it comes to what I want, leave the details to the author of the book. Okay? To the story writer. The genie, if you're going to ask the genie, let the genie do what the genie does. Just tell the genie what you want. In this, I say, leave the details to the universe. You're so busy because you haven't been where you're going yet. Maybe in a dream or two, I don't know, but you are growing and evolving, and what awaits you is beyond human comprehension. Leave the details to divine supreme energy. And just begin to speak, I desire the reflections of my heart. Don't put a name in there. Don't put a time, a date, a age, a state. Don't put any of that in there. Because what's coming for you, I promise you haven't thought of it yet. I desire the reflections of my heart. Now, what happens with this little crazy request is the things that do not reflect your heart. Whew, child, now I'm about to cry my own moment. The things that do not reflect your genuineness, your eagerness, your love, your sacredness, your space of trust and growth, the things that do not reflect your intention, they gonna go. They gonna fall off. They gonna burn off. It's gonna get blown apart. You're not ready for it. But trust me, it's necessary. Fantasia, it's necessary. I desire the reflections of my heart. When I am sad, when I don't know when the next relationship is coming from, when I don't know if I should trust and try again, when I don't know if this person is it, should I be fighting for this person or fighting with this person? I don't know. Calm yourself. Get into your space of centered creativeness and say, I desire the reflections of my heart. Universe is waiting and listening, saying, girl, what you want this day? I desire the reflections of my heart. And then you will send in. That's what will come. The people, the circles, the sisters, the family, the friends, the man, the woman, whatever you're looking for. It's going to come not in the package you developed, but in the purpose you deserve. Not in the package you developed. Girl, keep getting caught up on the package if you want to. Not in the package that you've developed, but in the purpose you deserve. You will see, oh my gosh, you just speak my language. How'd you know I need to move like this? How'd you know what I've been through? And when I desire the reflections of my heart. When the universe asks, that is your answer. That is your answer. I'm not married to the mirage. I'm not stuck in low vibration human experiences like disappointment, blame, shame. None of that serves me for where I'm going. It's not that I don't have feelings. It's this that I don't want to manifest from feelings. I want to manifest from vibration. So that's what I give attention to. That's what I rise and raise. Because where I learned the lesson, thank you. And now it is time to pull in more of what is going to develop me and evolve me even more. There's more in store. Let us keep it going. All right, we're way over. We're way over. I'm sorry. Had to get that moment out. I didn't even want to look. Y'all didn't even want to talk about love today. What happened? We went over. Let the spirit use you, okay? I want to tell everyone thank you for this long moment and a Sunday moment at that. It's always a sacred space when you guys come and see me on a Sunday. Okay, I love y'all. I love exchanging with y'all on a Sunday. And then here's the thing, go in and take really good care of yourself. I didn't even get into the retrograde and all that stuff is happening, child. Just happening, okay? Take really, really good. Thank you, Mr. Cora. Take really, really good care of yourself. I cannot emphasize that enough. Self care, self first is divine order. Come on now, don't think you're getting what you need and you're in a good state of bringing in what you want. Take really, really good care of yourself. And then go on out your way and take really, really good care of someone else. I love you all so much. Thank you for this very extended moment of harmony. And I'll see you next week for another moment of harmony. Thank you, thank you, thank you.